Hey guys, we're at Alice's house.
Hello everyone. Boy, it's been a long time.
It feels like
December, right? I think.
Yes, and now it's May.
Oh, man.
That's 5 months.
So I've had a lot of things to think about, and the first thing we want to talk about today is the highboy, because I know I mentioned that I got a highboy, but it went out for repairs, and now it's back, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So I don't know if you know the story behind it. I wanted one. I saw it on an auction, but for some reason it got bypassed, and then there was another one, and I didn't bid on that. And the reason that this one was bypassed because it had little wormhole damage because it's old. And so anyways, I bought other things. Long story short, I bought other things, went to the auction to pick them up, and talked to the guy about, you know, the highboy. And he says it's still here. So I went into the back room. I saw it. I saw the one that I didn't bid on. I'm like, thank God I didn't, because I like this one better. And he said we could still sell it. So I asked him, you know, what the best price was. So I got a really good price for it. So wait till you see it.
I just walked into this room and gasped.
It's just unbelievable.
You know, okay, I liked when you did the whole fireplace thing. I was like, that makes the bedroom. And now I feel like the highboy makes the bedroom.
But of course, you know, when you get a new piece, I had to move everything around. And of course, you got the benefit of that.
I did.
Because you got a nice blanket chest.
I did.
So it's all good.
It's all good. When are you going to move that piece right out of here, Alice?
This is never going. You know, you have those pieces that you're never going to get rid of. Yeah. Well, I think this is one of them. I never really thought that I would get a highboy. Now, this highboy is about 66 inches tall, but they can go up to 7 feet. So today I took a measuring tape just to see if I ever saw a 7-foot one. Here I am already thinking maybe the next one. I could fit it in, no problem, with space to spare.
Good.
So I just wanted to talk about this one today and a little bit of history about the highboys. I also want to take the drawers out so we can kind of examine some of the way that it's made. So there's basically, well, let me just give you, sometimes there's a couple of terms. There's highboy and tall boy. A tall boy is tall, but it's actually a set of drawers with a wardrobe on top, but they interchange the terms.
Oh.
So people still know what you're talking about.
Okay.
But, I mean, if you really want to get, you know, detailed. So there's basically 3 kinds of styles. There's the William and Mary, and then there is the Queen Anne style, and then there's the Chippendale. And they're all in the 1700s, basically, the William and Mary being the earliest. And obviously the dates will overlap a little bit. But we're looking, you know, 1700 to 1725, 1750 to 1725 to 1750, and 1750 to 1785. Okay. So this one, it had the repairs done. Like I said, it did have the wormholes. And it's been dated to 1800, maybe a little bit earlier. So maybe late 1700s.
And this is a what? William and Mary?
No, this is actually Queen Anne.
This is a Queen Anne.
This is a Queen Anne.
Because of the legs.
Because of the legs. So let me just read some of the, now the William and Mary, that has 6 legs. Oh. Okay? So I think it was due to the way they were joined that it needed 6 legs to support it. So it'll usually have like 2 legs in the front and 2, you know, on each side, and 2 in the back, and then a nice scrolling piece to kind of connect the legs. Let me see what else. Let's see. It will have a flat top like this, and there's usually a skirt. Which this is the skirt here, and it'll have like, it's a trumpet, and it's sort of an upturned, it looks like a cup that's upturned. So it'll be like that, and this is the trumpet piece that comes up to connect it. And that's one of the distinguishing characteristics of the William and Mary. But again, because it has 6 legs,
Right.
it has all those extra supports.
Wow.
So this is actually a Queen Anne. So simple designs. Oh, I want to tell you on the William and Mary. So they have different types of pulls. They have more drop pulls.
Oh. Okay.
So, and then they were attached with like a little cotter pin. So it was, so here's the pull. It had these 2 pieces of metal. They would drill the hole and then they would just open them up inside. But they're drop pulls. They're a little more delicate.
Okay.
You know, you see.
Kind of like an earring?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Similar
Okay.
to that.
Okay.
And the brasses are littler.
Okay.
Now, whether these are original, I don't know. These are the style that a Queen Anne would have had. My guess is that maybe a country cabinet maker made this one. But the Queen Anne, again, the Gabrielle legs as one of the distinguishing factors. And the feet, there's different kinds of feet. These are on little pads, so these are pad feet. And again, I don't know if the legs have been repaired. It's, you know, it's 300 years old plus, so it could have been repaired. But it's really got some beautiful lines. Now, if you look over here on the sides, which you can't see now, there were all little holes from the beetles, from the powder beetles.
Yeah. Well, right there, I see little holes.
But he fixed them all, but they were really noticeable. They were like pinholes that were like open.
Okay.
So he, you know, professionally restored this. And even with the cost of the restoration, because I got this at such a good price, because it wasn't like perfect,
Right.
it still ended up being a really good deal.
Wow.
So let me talk about the Queen Anne. So it's flat top. The legs. It could have also had a simple bonnet. And then the Chippendale style was similar to the Queen Anne, but it was more ornate. So you might see like fretwork, a more ornate bonnet with finials. The apron down here might have been ornate, and it would have had like ball and claw feet.
Wow.
So more ornate.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the difference. But the William and Mary is really easy to distinguish because it has 6 legs.
Okay. Okay.
But it's not overly ornate.
Yeah.
I tend to like it to be a little simpler.
Yeah.
So one of the things that, and I'm going to take this drawer. I don't think there's anything in this drawer. Oh, yes, there is. Never mind. We'll pull out one of these. So you can see, now, this was just labeled by my carpenter so he could get all the drawers in the right places. And I don't think this is the original bottom, because it wouldn't have had this piece, I don't think. It would have had a chamfered sort of edges and a rough bottom, which I'm going to pull out a drawer from another bureau to give you an idea of what that might have looked like. But here are the dovetails, and you can see a little scribe mark here, which means they would have all been hand done.
Wow.
And then, I mean, it still obviously has age because the wood's dark, and it's really hard to duplicate that patina. And I want to take one of the drawers out here so you can kind of look into the back of it. I think this one's empty. Yes. Now you can see the color of the wood?
Yeah.
It's dark.
Yeah.
But again, I don't think it would have had this. I think these have been repaired, which it doesn't matter. It's over 300.
Right. Right.
years old. But I don't know if you can see in there. Can you see how dark it is in here? Not sure if you can.
Yeah.
And I did have a little repair work. Things break over the years.
Right.
Or, you know, sometimes these could have been stored in barns, or the drawers taken out and put in, you know, on damp things. So maybe that's why you know, the drawers, I don't think they are original. But again, you can't know everything about the piece.
Right.
I love this finish though.
I do too.
Isn't it fabulous?
That's what absolutely gets me, is that finish.
And it's pretty light wood, so I don't know, this proves pretty heavy. But a lot of times they were made from pine and maple because that's what was plentiful in New England.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure it's definitely a New England piece. This piece actually, I went to an estate sale. Of course, Lainey was there. She was there way ahead of me. This was at the estate sale, but I didn't necessarily see it because I didn't have a way to even get a piece like this home, and I wasn't looking to spend that kind of money. I wanted smaller items.
Right.
But that's what they said at the auction, that it was at that estate sale that auction house also did.
So
I bought a lot of nice things there, but but this, it was like it was meant to be.
I was going to say that it was meant to be yours because you passed it up twice.
I know.
And then you got it.
And then I got it.
Yeah.
So I think it was meant to be.
Maybe it belonged to you in another life.
You know, it could have been.
We always say those things.
I know, we always, but I believe those things. So I got to show you a really cool feature about this. Look at this.
Okay.
Secret drawer.
Ooh, that is so cool.
Isn't that cool?
Ooh.
And I don't even really know if I knew that because I didn't really look at the piece that much before I sent it off to the carpenter. It was in my car, like you said, and then it was in the garage. And then he's like, "Oh, did you see?" I go, "Wow."
That is so cool because there's no way a burglar would ever think there was a drawer in there.
But now they will. But they were basically used in bedrooms to store clothing.
Yeah.
Because no closets.
Sure.
But now we can really put them anywhere. Again, I only have the one right now. So it's going to be in my bedroom. But if I had another one, maybe it would go in a dining room. This is two pieces. So, and sometimes it's called a chest on a chest.
Oh.
But really, a chest on a chest is really a full set of drawers, like on little OG feet, with more drawers above it.
Okay.
So this piece is actually called a low boy.
Oh.
And there is a piece of furniture that is called a low boy, and it's like a low dressing table. And they made it so you didn't have to bend over to get your clothes.
Oh.
They were really smart.
They were smart.
And then this has molding on the front and the sides. And then this piece is made a little bit narrower and a little bit shallower to fit on the top.
Right.
And over the years, these pieces can get separated. I'm pretty sure, I would say 100%, these are the original two pieces because the way it fits, the color of the wood, and everything else. But they do, you can find pieces that maybe they've been put together again, like married, or sometimes, you know, the bottom was a mess, so the person took the top and then maybe had a new bottom made, or maybe even members of the same family took a top piece. Or the same thing, maybe this wasn't in good condition, the bottom was, so they, you know, you can find the two pieces and they marry them together.
Second marriage.
Exactly. So it's nice if you get the original two pieces together.
Right.
Which I think I actually do have. But I did want to show you, I'm going to take a drawer out in this bureau over here, because I just want to show you, and it had socks in it, but I emptied it. So, this is what they mean by a chamfered edge, see that?
Oh, yeah.
And then rough. So I think that's how the original drawers in that should have been.
Okay.
But it doesn't bother me one bit about that.
Well, if it did, I know someone who would.
Yes. But you know when you think you really are never, ever going to get this piece? And then somehow, through, like you said, through all these 2 times passed up, what if I had never bought anything from these auction people, went down there, had the presence of mind to even ask them about it, and
And there it is.
And the next time if I bid on something on there, I'm going to take the picture. I'm going to take a picture so they can see how wonderful a piece it was.
That's a good idea.
If you're willing to just get a piece that's not so perfect and have it fixed up, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. That's a great idea. And I love this. I love it.
Isn't it the statement?
It's
so
the
when
statement.
when we were moving things around, so my husband's bureau was there.
Right.
And he doesn't really like change, so I was trying to not change his bureau, but you know we had to. And then of course my bureau was over here.
Oh, right.
So when we got the fireplace done, it went there.
Mm-hmm.
And I just felt like you needed to walk into this room and see that piece. This isn't the ideal spot for this, but it's okay.
It's not bad.
I'm okay with it. I didn't really like the idea of covering the mural, but
It's such a small part of it
it's
that you
okay.
cover.
You know, and so then I was thinking, you know, if you had wallpaper on this wall, you'd put a piece.
Sure you would.
So that's kind of, so that's kind of what I did. Let me just look at my notes. I don't want to forget anything else about the hideaway.
Okay. While she's looking at her notes, I'll just remind you guys how beautiful this room is. And if you haven't seen this room before, go to Ask Alice, the bed chambers, and that's where we really did a deep dive into this room.
And you'll notice now, remember the last time we had the commode?
Yes, we did.
So the commode now is on the porch.
Okay.
And the commode's going to become a plant chair at some point. Because of course I bought this lovely chair with these Spanish feet. And I just thought it just had a really, really nice look for the rest of the room. A little bit more formal. This room tends to be a little bit more formal.
Things are always changing.
Things are always changing. So I think I did tell you pretty much everything I know about a highboy. And it was really fun kind of learning about it. And I just, when I come up here, I just love it.
I like your Chippendale mirror there.
Yes, I had another
You had
picture there.
Yep.
I had Mark's
picture.
but Mark's picture has found another spot in the nautical room.
In the nautical room.
Yes.
Have we finished the nautical room yet?
For now. Has everybody seen the nautical room?
Well, I don't think it was nautical when we were here. So
We certainly can take a quick because the big red couch is gone.
the big red couch is gone.
Big red couch is gone.
Yep.
So that's all I know about highboys.
Okay, thank
If
you.
you ever
Alice.
see one, scoop it up.
Oh my goodness, I just love that one. I want it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.